Hello, Jason here. Today is April 21st, and this is your aftermarket update. So we had a very good day here at the Oil Trading Group. In fact, the OTG Trade of the Day was net 300 ticks to end our trading day here today. As you are no doubt aware, we talked about this yesterday. We have added this element of time to our entry system. And this element of time has served us very well. And I'm going to go through, I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to walk you through the OTG trade plan and where it is that we put these daily OTG pivot zones. And I'm also going to show you on the 1 minute chart. Then I'm going to go back and replay how it is that we discussed this information prior to it occurring at 7:45 a.m. this morning. So first thing I'm going to do here is let's take a look at the OTG trade plan. So if you are a regular subscriber or if you become a regular subscriber to the Oil Trading Group, one of the things that we offer here for you is an indicator called OTG Trade Plan. That is this button bolted to the top of this chart. So if you select that button that says OTG Trade Plan, you are going to have the OTG Trade Plan pop up on the screen. So the OTG trade plan simply covers the entries and the way that we like to get into our entries, the different entries that we have. You've heard me talk about the 70.5 retracement. Obviously, we have our market maker levels, and you know about all of these. The other thing that we do is we publish on a daily basis prior to the market opening. We publish this trade plan with the OTG pivot times. These are the times of day that we think the market is going to make a pivot or a turn. What we then use these for is to line these up with our support and resistance levels to get into entries. The most important thing about these levels these times is that the time is what's important more than the direction that is listed here. Okay, so the time is what you're focused on, not necessarily the direction. The direction gives you some insight into what possibly to expect, but it's the time that I want you to be focused in on. And again, we publish these every day prior to our session so that you will have an idea of where it is that there could be potential trade opportunities. Okay, so this is on your OTG trade plan. I want you to take a look here at the first time that we have here listed. That's at 6:31 a.m. I'm going to bring the 1 minute chart over here for you, and we're going to look at the 6:31 a.m. time frame. That's this time frame. Let me see here, 6:31 a.m. That's this time frame right here. Now, on your sheet, it said short at 6:31 a.m. However, there is also a rule here, a filter. The key to determining direction is to watch the 5 to 10 1 minute bars prior to the time that is projected. So in this case, here is the 631. What was the market doing? Well, it said that we were going to be looking to go short, but the market was coming down into that level. So really we would be looking long. Right here is where this diamond is. That was the projected time or swing point time here for the chart that we were expecting a swing move today. That's at 6:31. So we look back 4 minutes. We draw this little box. 4 minutes on either side is about what we expect for the move to begin. In this case, it was 5 minutes back here to 26. So then the market went from this area all the way up to the high up here at 57.83. Now, we said that this zone was expected to last until 7:10, at which point we were looking for a potential long. Well, again, leading into this, the 5 to 10 minute 1 minute bars, 5 to 10 1 minute bars leading into it were heading up. And so you weren't looking for long, you were looking for the short. Right there where the diamond is where the market is, where you were expecting it to pivot and turn. Right here, it's 7:10. It actually occurred at 7:09 within the plus or minus range here, right? And then the market came down, peaked out up here at 57.83, and then came down to 57.65. But again, both times the pivots were in line. Okay, next one was 7.57. I'm not going to go through all of these individually, but I am going to let you see. The next one was 7.57. and that is right here in this area. That was right before our open. The market went from, again, this is 57, almost to the tick. 58 is when you made the low bar here, and the market went from this low at 61 up to this high at 94 right before the open. Market comes back and forth. You can see that the next pivot zone, then you come back here, and this is the big pivot zone of the day. What we talked about in the room is this was the big pivot zone from 958 to 1253. We were expecting a move to the downside here today. We were expecting a long move. If you were in the room, you know that we chopped around a little bit in this area trying to get our bearing as to which direction the market was actually going to go, even though you were coming down into it here, and this is what caused us a little bit of grief. We were coming down into it, so we were looking to try to get long, and then we kind of rotated around, and we took a couple of stop outs. But once we kind of got a feel along with our market maker levels, and you'll see this in the OTG Trade of the Day video, once we got comfortable that we had hit this market maker level and that we were going to be heading down, this 958 level never gets above, again, this 65 where this area opened. Okay, so at the 958 candle, which is this time frame right here on your trade plan right here, that's your 958 level, looking to last until 1253. Okay, we were looking for a downward trend all the way until 1253 today. So this market moved back and forth. We ended up getting short a few times, and we ended up staying in for 54 minutes on a 300 tick trade, and you'll see where we ultimately get in and write it down to. But then you can see that this trigger point here never really got too much higher than that. We were looking for a downward trend all the way to 1253 today, and then we came down into this area at our target. We came up to sit to the swing point up here. That's the 1253 area, right? If you look, we came all the way up, pivoted up to 1253. Again, I'm going to show you in the video that this trade plan was, all of this information was disseminated at 7:45 this morning to the trading group. 7:50, 7:45 to the trading group. We said there would be another pivot point at 1253. That's where this diamond is. Again, 1311 and 1320, 111 and 120. We were expecting the market to go up a little bit more here. And again, don't focus so much on the direction, but just focus on the fact that we had two more pivot times in the day at 111, right here at 111, where it bottoms out and goes from 56.18 up to 44. And then 120 was the final pivot point of the day that we had identified. And the market then since has moved up from that low at 56.11, made a high at 56.69. That was 58 ticks off of that level. The big level that we rode down today was we rode out of this area here that we determined was going to be a pivot area, and we rode it all the way down to our target. We got in short around the 52 level, 51, and then we rode it all the way down to 76. That was the OTG trade of the day. So what I'm going to let you watch now is I'm going to allow you to watch or show to you that we did all of this same type of discussion prior to getting into the market, or prior to the market opening up this morning, and I want you to be able to see that. So here is the discussion in the room at 7:45 this morning about these levels. So let's talk a little bit about, let's spend some in-depth time on that here today. First of all, if you are a regular subscriber to the OTG program and you have the new support and resistance indicator, along with that indicator was the ability to download the trade plan. The OTG trade plan will be bolted to the top of your chart. You just simply select that indicator and it will pop up the OTG trade plan. What I want you to focus on today, as you do have the different entries and the way that we get into stuff listed out here for you, what the added here is the OTG pivot times. And so these OTG pivot times are there for your review, and they will be published. When I get this kind of going and up and running, this is going to be published nightly. So for those of you that are in Europe or in another part of the world, I'm going to be able to post these pivot times for you coming into the next day. But suffice it to say, it's just available now for the pit open, but eventually we'll get it to where it's overnight. Also, We're going to be publishing these for the ES as well, and that will begin next week. So we'll begin to publish these for the ES again for you next week. All right, so today, first pivot that we posted, 6:31. Next pivot time was 7:10 a.m. All right, so again, these are all published prior to them occurring. And so let's pull the 1 minute chart over here and let's take a look. All right, the first pivot time this morning was here inside this box at 6:31 a.m. Right, that's where the diamond is, and that's where this box that I've drawn outlines it. And you can see this white line, by the way, represents the open of the bar at 6:31 a.m., the projected time frame. And you can see how that has acted and behaved as support. Really, this area acted as support along the path. So they told you there would be a reversal point or a pivot point around this area. Now, it's not a pivot in the most strict terms that we look at, which is 2 bars on either side. But you could see how the market went from this area here at the 631 bar and went from, if you just want to say the low of that bar was 41, and the high that it made right into the next pivot time, which again was 7:10 a.m., which was right here on your chart, right? On your pivot time at 7:10 a.m. Went right up into your pivot time again at 7:10 a.m., and then we began to fail out of that area. Now, it did reverse back, but again, the top of that area was 83 down to 65, okay? Now, that gives you the pivot times, which what I want you to understand is that the time is the most important component of this. The direction is the secondary component, all right? And I have it right here in the trade plan for you. The key to determining direction is to watch the 5 to 10 1-minute bars prior to the time of the projection. So, for example, as you were coming down, as you were coming into this zone here, what was the predominant trend here? The predominant trend was to the downside, right? The predominant trend is to the downside. Now, again, the timing aspect of this told you that, or what we determined here was that we thought this might go short. Well, that's projecting into the future, right? And I'm doing this without the benefit of what price action is doing. So the filter to this is, what is price action doing prior to coming into this level? Well, price action had been predominantly to the downside. You did have a few up bars, but predominantly we came down into that level. And so the filter would be telling you to be looking long around this area here. All right. Also, the same thing at 7:10 a.m. The projection was for a long. Well, what were we doing moving into that projection, right? What were we doing moving into it? The market was moving up, so it would be reasonable to assume that if this is a pivot, time being the most important component to this, then the move should be to the downside, and that is what indeed happened here. Also, it will be very good to use these ideas in conjunction with your support and resistance levels, okay? So at 7:10 a.m., which was right here, right? You were coming up from 631, which is right in this area, off of this resistance, off this support level zone, really a couple of ticks off of it, and up into the resistance zone, right? Makes sense. And so, again, using that filter along with the time component being the most important piece of this. Time is the most important. The direction is secondary. You want to look at that direction, but you want to use that in the filter of what the market was doing 5 to 10 minutes prior to that area. All right. If you are a new person in the room today, or if you are a member that has not downloaded the OTG Trade Plan, in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen is the trade plan for today. This will be the only day that I'm going to publish it down there. This is trade plan, and these times are available for members only. But there is a trade plan, a copy of that trade plan in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen down here on the Omnovia. If you have not downloaded it, or you didn't get a link, or there's some reason why you couldn't get to the information, please send Dave an email, and he will make sure that you get the information that you need to get the indicator downloaded. All right, let's get some of the housekeeping issues out of the way. First of all, welcome to everyone this morning, and a special welcome to our guests. If you are a guest in here today, we do have a representative in here. His name is Dave. Dave will be reaching out to chat with you at some point during the session today. Dave's responsibilities include welcoming you to the group and making himself available to answer any questions that you may have. If you ask Dave a question that he cannot answer, he will act as your liaison to me this morning, and I will do my best to get your questions answered for you just as quickly as possible. In addition to that, Dave is also using the private messaging functionality to gauge your participation level. Again, we do have a limited number of seats for guests, so if you are receiving a private message from Dave but not responding, he is going to ask me to give you a verbal nudge. It is after that verbal nudge that if you are still not responding, Dave is going to release your seat and make it available for someone who is waiting to get in here. So again, if you are a guest in here today, we like you in here, we want you in here, we appreciate you being in here. The only thing that we ask in exchange for that is that you do read and respond to your private message. Now, finally, you know you have a private message from Dave when the icon in the main chat window pops open and flashes in yellow. Select the yellow flashing icon, read your private message, and you can reply by hitting the send button, which is located in the bottom, also located in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. All right, so let's see where we are at here today as we make our way through the open. Now, we do have we will have a indicator showing up here, and we have a pivot zone. Sorry, I've got a couple things going through my head at the same time. We have a pivot zone at 7:57 right now, and you take a look at it here. The pivot. Give me a second here. I've got to do something really quickly. Give me a second. I'm not going to take the pivot zone because it's right here at the open, but it is going to be important to note that we do have a pivot zone showing up here at 57 today. We will have a pivot zone here at 57. And the probability for that pivot zone is long, okay? The probability is for it to be long. Well, that makes sense. We're headed down. All right, so here is your 7:57 time frame. We'll see what happens here. So the 1 minute candle's leading into it, right? The 1 minute candle's leading into it. But we are right here at the open. So again, it's a little bit, I don't want to call it dicey, but it is a little bit, when you're at the open, things tend to be a little bit different, right? All right, here's the 57 bar right here. And you would be looking for the action to occur. Let's see. So 57 would be 53. Be about right there. And this is the 57 bar. And so the other thing that you'll notice here, by the way, is that the opening of that bar where the signal is, and this is the 57 bar right here. By the way, thunderstorms moving through here today. Pretty decent sized thunderstorms moving in here through again today. So same thing applies here. Same thing applies. All right, so here is your area. This open of this bar at 71 will behave a little bit as resistance / support depending on the side that it's opening on. So again, let me put this in here. We expected a pivot right around 57, and lo and behold, what are we doing here? We are pushing up out of that area off of that 57, and now what will be key is what we do around this 71 area. All right? George, yes, it will work on the markets that I'm analyzing. There's not a specific indicator involved in this. It's just it will work on the markets that I am looking at, which right now is the ES and CL. It can be potentially applied to different markets upon request. We'll have to take a look at what the request may entail. All right, so here you are again, right? We said right here, and this again is in your trade plan, published well in advance. Right here down to this area is where we said the pivot would be coming down into the area We said it was long, the 5 to 10 minute bars coming into the area. We said it would be, is your filter for this, and boom, we have moved now out of that area, the low 61 up to 76, right? And there's your pivot time. All right, so as you can see, we started that process of discussing the OTG trade plan at 7:48 this morning, and we had clearly identified all of those levels that I showed you on the chart a few minutes ago about how we were looking for pivot points all the way out until 1:20 p.m. This afternoon. So what we did here today is we were looking and ended up getting short. We got stopped out on a trade right up in this area. I was short looking to take this down to the 76 level today. I ended up taking a stop right in this area here, but I reshorted the market structure mid here at 51. And again, we took it all the way down to our target at the 76 level, which was right back in this area right here. We took it all the way down from this level down to 76 on 4 lots. It was a 300 tick trade today, and it allowed us to have a very good day here at the Oil Trading Group. So what I'm going to let you do is I'm going to let you watch the OTG trade of the day in its entirety. It is about 54 minutes long. If you wanted to skip to the last few minutes, you'll be able to see how the trade ended. Otherwise, without further ado, here is the OTG trade of the day. Yeah, I got to do it again. I'm going to short it right here. This is your revision mid, market structure mid. We can close above it. We hit that. We got within a tick of the revision mid. That should take us down to revision signal down there. And then deeper again. I'm short right here. Short right here one more time. Missed my revision mid here. Bringing the stop up just above that to 66. Bringing my stop just above that to 66. Okay, we're at 11:45-ish here. 53, 52. All right, we get down to, what was the low we got down there to before? We got down there to 43, 38 again. This is off of the market structure mid. $66. All right, we got to fight our way through 50 to 49 to 48 again. Again, you did not close above any of these levels here that we just knifed through. Okay, there's 48, 47. Still looking for 30 underneath here. Bring the stop now to break even. It's going to go for us or it isn't. And that's off your revision signal there. That was off your revision signal. We missed our revision by a couple of ticks, and that's that 65 level that I was telling you about earlier. Becomes a significant support / resistance level on the open of that last major bar, right? So we keep coming back up into that timing bar, the one that was back here. Okay, so if you were, let me just take some of this off here. We're going to take off, let me look here. I'll take off this. Okay. This should help us here. Okay. And if you extend this line out at 65, that was where the signal was, right? And we said this thing is going to be a continued push down until about 1 o'clock, right? And so it's why I'm reshorting again. Once we came up through this area and we couldn't get through this 65 and we got to our revision again, that's why I am short again. Although I got taken out of where I got taken out of there a minute ago, I am reshort for the reason that 65 continues to be important, and that was in the time frame that we said that this bigger picture move short would happen. Now today is sluggish. All right, today is super sluggish. But I'm just one good pop away from everything being okay. Right? And there's 40, 36. Wow, look at that. Okay, new revision down there at 33. Bringing these targets down to 56.76. 56.76. Revision target at 57 even. So 52 to 00 down there would be a really nice move. There's your revision signal again at 33, 32. We got to get through 32. Come on, push your way through here. 31.30, let's go. There's 27, 26. 100 limit orders long at 25. All right, let's bring this to 42 now on the trailing stop. Break even plus 10 to 42. We just hit the structure signal again. We got 138 limit orders long at 25. Looking for 56.77 is your final target down below. Come on, baby. Get through 25, 24. 56.77 is your final target down below. 56.77. It's 56.76. We'll see. We'll see. That would be about 80 ticks on 4. That would fix everything for today. That would fix you up real nice today. Need to close again. Same thing. Below 38 or lower. Below 30 now. 38, 30. Sorry, 38, 29, or 24. Those are all areas I'd like to close below. I'd like to make a new low if we could. All right, this one's 22 ticks on 4. So 32 or lower. I'd like to get below 38, even though that's not a level here now. $40 seconds here. I'd like to close below this revision signal at 33. So 32 or lower, really 30, which is the bottom or the top of this zone here. $10 minutes till the top of the hour now. Closed on top of the revision signal. That's a little scary. Oh, gosh. Pull the stop back up. I'm waiting for this thing. Pulling the trailing stop back up to 51. If you need to or want to take some off earlier than that, I get it. I'm not. You've got 601 limit orders long all the way down to 20. You've got issues down at 20. Let's bring this back to 42 on the trailing stop. You've got orders down there at 20 and 25. And then the lows down there at 17. Now you've got revision target down there at 02. We got to get through 25. Okay, I'm going to take 2 off at 10 ticks. Okay, there's 26, 25. Bringing the rest back up to the break even plus 1. There's 25. You've got longs backfilling. You've got an iceberg at 26 and one at 25. We'll see which one wins here. 42, I'll take 2 off at 42. We'll see if 25. We'll look at all of those orders hitting the bid and all of the orders, the icebergs hitting the offer. You've got an iceberg on both sides of 25 here. The sellers really want to get through it. The buyers really want to keep the lid. The buyers just won that round, although the sellers just stepped back in. Come on, get through 25. There's 26. The buyers are stepping away now at 25. Not nearly as aggressive at 25. Not nearly as aggressive at 25 now. Let's see, we can fight through 25. Then you've got orders down there protecting the low at 20. The low on the day is 17. Revision target down at 99. 56.77 is the target. 56.77 is the target. We got to get through 25. Double bottom down here at 25. Really triple bottom for all purposes here. 1 minute. Yeah, triple bottom at 25. Need to stay below 30. And really 33. Triple bottom on your 5 minute at 25. Triple bottom on your 1 minute at 25. Quad bottom actually at 25 on your 1 minute. Because we've been down here earlier. Taking 2 off at 10 ticks at 42. Don't really want to. But it seems like something I should do here. Since we're not quite getting the follow through. And again, we have not closed below the revision at 33 or below 30 for that matter on the 5 minute chart. So you can see how important your market maker levels are. Every time we get to one of these market maker levels, we end up stabbing it and staying, can't close below it. And then once you do close below it, then that gives you a revision target, which is down there at 00. So it closed below 32 or lower here. Gives us a chance to get to the revision target here soon at 00. Closing below 30 increases those odds. 315 hit the bid down there at 25, but you had 351 come right back and hit the offer at 26. $29 or lower would be ideal on the close. 32 would be minimally what I would like. 29 or lower would be ideal, though. But 32 is kind of the minimum of what I would like to see. We should be entering into a period for the next 15 minutes where we should be looking for a little bit of a push down here in the next 15, but we'll see. Really should be looking to push down into it here over the next few minutes. All right, I'm not taking 2 off at 10 ticks. I'm going to let this thing go. We should be looking to push down here. We'll see. Rotational around this 30. $76 down below is what we're looking for here. I'd love to see this thing just fall apart right here. 60 ticks from here. Give or take. We need to come back and attack that 25. 6 orders on the bid at 30. Let's get through 30 again. The buyers are backing out at 30. It won't take much to get to 29. There we go. Buyers stepping back at 29. 136 limit orders long at 20. 25 has 32 limit orders long. Let's go ahead and, where am I at right now? Let's go ahead and put that 2 off again at 42 in case it comes violently back up there. I don't want to give too much back. So I've got a trailing 2 at 10 ticks to 32. We've gotten down to 27. Yeah, 20 hit the bid at 27. Buyers are backing away at 28. Shouldn't take much to get through if the sellers want to do it. Down to 27 again. 3 minutes till the top rather of the hour here. 3 minutes till the top of the hour. $56.77. Close 29 or lower. Again, ideal. Lots of long wicks left here. 29 or lower on the close. Gain some acceptance below this 30. Now we got to get through 25 again. That's where we've had a triple bottom. A test of 25 takes us immediately into 20 where you have some orders, limit orders long there at 20. So a test through 27, or really through 25. There's 20. There we go, right into 20, just like I said. New low, 650, limit orders long at 15. Holy crap, there was 650 limit orders long at 15. Bring the stop down here at 36. We got down to the revision signal close, 0-0 down there. Like I said, if we get through 25, we should get through. Now you need to close below the low here of 17. 56.77 is your target. It's 635 limit orders. Yeah, that was a good flush for sure, Tony. You're right. Now we need to get through it here. Now 56.76 is your target. 56.77 is your target down below. 56.76 is the target. We need to close now below this previous low of 17. You need to close below the previous low of 17. And while this wasn't pretty in terms of our timing issues today, this was part of that timing discussion. While it wasn't pretty, way back over here, we said this was going to last the entirety of the day till 1 o'clock. And, man, it has been chop city till then. And I don't know that we handled it the best, but we're in it now in a very strong way, and that's what matters. Revision target down there at 0-0. Now you need to close 17 or lower here. 16 or lower on the close in the next 45 seconds. Looks like we might do it. We'll see. 0-0 revision target. Let's go ahead and bring this down to 32 on the trailing stop. Break even plus 20 to 32 here. 13-12. We need to close here in 20 seconds below 17. 16 or lower. 16 or lower. Gain some acceptance. I'd love to be making a new low here into this new bar at the top of the hour. 56.76 is your target. New bar out now next to the low. That's good. There's 10.98. 76 is your target. Bring this. Okay, 0-0 is the. Bring this to 26, by the way, on the trailing stop now. 26. Structure signal is 25. All right. 0-0 is the revision target. It may stop there. 50 ticks going right now. 56.76 is your target. There's 05. 4, 3. This thing's going through. We got 0-0. 161 orders at 0-0. Bring this to 22 on the stop here. 22 on the stop. Okay, we got down to 03. Didn't have enough orders hitting the bid down there at 03. We're about to go test 0-0. We get through 03, we'll go right to 0-0 and we'll test it. If we can get back, if we get through 03. Now, you say that's a brilliant observation since that's only 2 ticks away, right? From 2 to 0-0. That is a brilliant observation, I know. I've got half on the stop there right now. I know I only have half there on the stop. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go up to 28, 20, you know what? 32 on that, on the stop up there, and that may be all of them. I'm going to take this off and go 32 on the stop on all of them. Okay. I want to stay above, well, the revision signal's 23. We may come back up into 25. We got to get down through it here. I'm just looking for 56.76 as my target down below. 56.76 is your target down below. There's 05, 04, 03. Fight through 03. Come on. Whoa. Fight through 03 here. Medic. There's 02. You had 23 on the bid at 02. You've got 162 limit orders long at 00. We break that. We should be in good shape. We break that. We should be in good shape. We'll see. Okay. Closing underneath. We closed underneath the low. Not yet, but that's what we want to do here. We want to close underneath this 11 low. We came down to within a couple of ticks of the revision target. And you've got a new bar in a minute 41. You want to close 11 or lower. You'd like to close below 00, but 11 or lower, 10 or lower here. Just keep closing below these lows here. You should continue the push down. Exactly, Kareem. Trader down. Medic. $10 or lower on the close. 10 or lower on a close here. 42 ticks positive right here. Okay. Structure signal is up here at 25. Come on, 765. Let's go. Go ahead and bring this stop down to 26. Trailing stop down to 26. I'd like, again, 10 or lower on the close here. 10 or lower on a close. You've got 158 limit orders long at 00. There's 6, 5. Come on. Fight your way through 5, 4, 3 here. Let's go. Step it up, sellers. Peter Sellers. Step it up here. 45 limit orders. You've got an iceberg at 05 and 04. Icebergs at 05 and 04. 02, we've got to get through. 167 limit orders long at 00 right now. You've got 14 seconds to close below the previous low of 11. I think we're going to try to do it here. We'll see. Target 56.76. 3, 2, 1. We're barely going to do it if we do it. That's okay. Barely counts. Now we got to go test 00 here. Okay, I really want to see an energetic push through the 00 level. I don't want to see too big of a bounce here. If we get down to 00, I don't want to see too big of a bounce. It looks like we're building the steam here to try and get it done. So here are your delta histograms. On your 5-minute, you can see how the volume is significantly shifted off of your 5-minute chart here to the downside. And obviously, we're seeing that aggressively here. So we got to get through 03, 02. You now have 192 limit orders long at 00. $57.24 is the center point of this gap bar. You've got a double top up there at 36. Man, there's no way I want to give back that much. So 26 is the stop here. What I want this to do is just to be, what I think is happening here is I think the sellers are just gathering a little momentum here before they take this down. Remember, I said this move from 958 could last until 1253 today. And that's where you would expect the next event to occur. So when we get to 12:53, that's 47 minutes. You know what? Pull this stop back up here. Gosh. 26. The structure signal is 25. Move this to, gosh, if it goes to 20, here's the problem. If it goes to 25, it could go to 30. If it goes to 30, it could go to this double top up here at 36. Break even plus 30 to 32 on the stop. 32 is the stop. I'm going to get behind the 30. I'm going to get behind the 30 level. I think we're winding up to come back down to test the 0-0 down there. I believe we're going to wind up. We're winding up to come back down and test that level down below. There's 12.11 here. Yep, touch of the London range at 17. Thank you, Kareem. And now let's go down to 0-0 here. Now, if we get down to 0-0 and we get an immediate reaction down at 0-0, meaning we can't get through it, I will bring this stop down to probably 26, 22, something like that. I don't want to give up too much more, maybe down another 10 ticks. You have 160 limit orders long at 0-0. Even if you bounce off of 0-0, what I would prefer to see here is, even if just to muscle through those orders down to, even if it bounces up off of 98, 99, I still want to see that flush through the 0-0 level. The push through the 0-0 level is still what I want to see. $17. London range low. Well, here we go. Iceberg at 07. Iceberg at 07. There's 7 again. I think the sellers are going to try to step through 7 here with some aggression. There's 8-7. Can't get through it yet. Iceberg at 07. 9. You've got 8. How much more time you got left here? New bar in 30 seconds. Again, closing below that low there at 11 would have been good. Came down to 07 and couldn't get through it. Another test down there should take us through if we can test again down there. Next time through 8-7. If we could test 7 again, that should take us through. New bar out now. You've got 50 minutes here. 50 minutes. Okay, you've got a minor pivot area right here. You've got a minor time frame pivot area right here. And technically it's long, but the 1 minute bars leading into it have actually been moving up. So we'll see, right? The 1 minute bars. But it's not the time frame here. So we're 40 ticks on 4 here. We're looking for 56.76 as the final target down below. And this far away here, I believe we'll get there. 56.76. This far down here, there's 8, 7, 6. I told you next time it's 7, we should get through it. Now we got to get through the bottom that is the 02 level. 200 limit orders long at 0-0. Come on. The sellers are gathering the momentum here to try to get through the bottom down there at 57.00. This has all the right feeling of the move that's going to get through here. At least to test 0-0. It's got that feeling. We'll see. Just going to draw a quick line here at 11 where that low was and see if we could stay below that. So we've been down as deep as, you got a double bottom now at 05 here. Really a triple bottom on the 1 minute. So again, 05 is important. 47 orders have hit the bid last time down at 05. We should go hit the bid again. Buyers are backing away at 06, clearing a path to go test 05 again. Buyers backing away at 06. Again, clearing that path if the sellers want to do it. See if we can't get Kareem to drop a 100 lot on there to take us down to test 0-0. There's 06. Again, there's 5. Clearing the path there at 06. There's 05. Buyers were backing away. Triple bottom on the 1 minute now at 05. 2 minutes left on this candle here. Maybe it's the 15-minute bar that will do it here. Let's see what the 15-minute candles look like here. Here's your 15-minute chart. So again, you've got about a minute and a half. You'd like to see this close on the 15-minute bar below this bar's below this candle body on this bar, really below the low at 11. So if you close this candle below 10, now let's just take a look here now that I've got the 15-minute chart out here. If you measure swing to swing, you got a 70.5 right there at 06 on your 15-minute chart. Okay. Yuck. What level have we been having trouble with? 06, 05? Stop is right now 32. New bar out now. 105. You've got iceberg at 18 and iceberg at 17. Limit orders at 24. Big limit orders at 24 short. Need to get back underneath 11. Really need to go test that 06. So here's your 15-minute chart again. Measuring swing to swing, you've got a 70.5 there at 06. I'd like to come test the 70, and that's a bounce. So that's all the bounce you want off of that 15-minute bar there. That's all the bounce you want off that 15-minute bar. And now come back down to it. $178 limit orders have hit the bid at 10. You had 178, not limit orders, you had 178 orders hit the bid at 10. $12.53 is the turning point, the next turning point. $12.53, that's according to your trade plan. Right? That's according to your trade plan right here. Oops, I only need one instance of it. Right here, 12.53. So 9.58 to 12.53 was the overall downtrend we were looking for. 12.53, it's also telling you it could be looking to continue. That should be long, actually. To the short. No, long at 11 and short at 20. Sorry, that should be short at 53. Oh, it is short at 53. Never mind. Gosh, I'm so all kinds of confused. Sorry. All right, let's see if we can get down to the 08-07 level. Previous bar was as deep as 09 on the 1 minute. What's your 60-minute chart look like here? There's 8-7. Let's see if we can get through it here. All right, there's 8-7. We've got a double bottom on the 1 minute, a triple quad bottom on the 1 minute, a double bottom on the 5 at 05. 42 iceberg order at 08. Icebergs at 08 long. 36 have hit the bid down there. Let's see what happens now at 08. Buyers backing out. There's 8-7. Buyers backing away from 7. Buyers backing away from 7, opening the door for the sellers to step it up. Can they do it? Will they do it? That remains to be seen. Revision target down here at 0-0. 56.76 is your final target underneath you here. There's 5 again. All right, we've got to get through 05. Not many buyers not many icebergs like there was an iceberg earlier. There's 4-3. Come on, 2-1-0-0. Iceberg at 03. 18 on the bid at 02. There's 02 again. Hit the low. Iceberg at 03. Come on. Fight your way through this. 26 is the stop here. 26 is the trailing stop. Value area from Friday right here as well. Okay. Cool. Let's take a look at that while we sit here. Yeah, value area low 23 is what I showed yesterday, that previous value. Oh, that's today's what? Today is Tuesday, Monday. Yeah, right here at 23. I don't know. Maybe looking at it from a different perspective. Different tool set maybe. Different time. We'll figure that out in a few minutes. All right, you'd like a close underneath 7. 7 or lower here now on a close. 7-6. Come on, 5-4-3. 163 limit orders long at 0-0. There's 5. You've got a new bar in 40 seconds. Closing down around this low tick of this bar. There's 02. We're going to get through it. There it is. Yeah, baby, go. All right, that's what I wanted to see in terms of a move down through it. Stop here at 19 now. What is the high? Yeah, 19. 18 was that previous bar high. Stop at 19. So we came all the way down into the revision target and didn't close underneath it, which we'd like to do here in the next 10, 20 seconds. Came down to the structure target and within a tick or two of that as well. Okay. The high on this bar was 19. My stop here is still 26. I hate to give that much. I hate to go that far back. But now that we've cleared the decks of all of those orders down there at 0-0, I think we're going to 56.76. I just think this is that retracement that you get when you get down through it the first time. Okay, I'm not going to micromanage this. You know where I'm at. I'm going to get some water, and I'll be right back. All right, we came down to 0, 0 again. Now we got to get through 0, 0 again. That is your revision target. We need to push through that level. 56.76 here. Now what you'd like to do is close below 0201 here. That's gain acceptance below that previous low of 02. Below 0, 0 would be better. So you're about 30 ticks away from home here. About 30 ticks away from home. Let's see if we can get down to it. Okay, new bar in a minute 15. You'd like to at least close below 11 again. And really below the previous bar low of 9. 8 or lower, 11, 10 at a minimum. 7 would be better in 1 minute. We got down to 95. Got about 20 ticks away from our target. I still think we're going to hit our target down there. Still believe we'll hit our target. Seven or lower on the close, 10 or lower on the close. One of those two. And you've got, so we're quickly approaching that zone that I said we'd get a reversal, which really has me very, very keen on getting long maybe down there at 76. If we can strike down into that in the next 18 minutes, I'm very much considering long down there at 76. I'll close and get long. But we'll see here. First things first, let's get to the target here. There's 03, 02. We just got down to 01, then 0, 0 again. We've got to knife through 0, 0, and then to 76. Long's coming in, iceberg at 04, 03, there's 02, 01, there's 0, 0. 76 is your target. Come on, get to it. Long's coming back here. So we've got that 90 to 85 level that is traditionally tough on any time you get down around it. Much less after a fairly large move here. Okay, you're 52 ticks positive here right now. Come on. Close below the target, the revision target of 0, 0 would be ideal, but you've still got 3.5 minutes left on this bar. Bottom of the hour. Coming up. Come on, go test the low. 56.76 is where I believe we're headed here. Target 56.76. Okay, there's new lows, 93, 92. 76 is the target. Let's bring the stop to break even plus 40 to 11. Maybe. Come on. Yeah, it is. Lawrence testing the nerves. So you've got a new bar in... We just hit the daily structure target down there at 92, 93. 130 limit orders. Be patient with this. It's going to get to 76. It's going to get to 80 to 76, somewhere in that zone. We get to 80 and stop. I am going to take it out, just so you know. $53 ticks here on 4 now. Okay. 2 minutes left on this bar to close underneath 0-0. Okay, there's 96, 95. There is not a disproportionate number of orders underneath us here. We should be able to get through some of these levels here. Again, 76 is the target here. Come on. There's 93. Go hit the low. New low here at 93. Come on, make the low. There's 92. Now go. Drive it. 100 limit orders long at 88. 100 limit orders long at 88. You've got 50 seconds to close below 0-0 here. And we still haven't gotten through the structure signal at 92. That is the structure signal there at 92. Like to push through that, obviously. Close below 0-0. Close below this low here. This prior low of 95 also. 76 is your target down below. There's 92. Come on. There are not orders. There's 91. Come on, 90, 89. Come on, 91. 90, then 89. Okay. All the way down to 84. Bring this stop in really tight now to 01. Bring it into 01. Okay, that might have been close enough, unfortunately. Let's see where this thing closes. Okay, we closed underneath. 76 is the target here. 76 is the target. $120 at 80. Like I said, it could be 80 to 76 here. 80 to 76. 61 ticks right here. Wait for 76. We're underneath structure target here. That's good. Come on, get through 80, 84 again. There's 89. Come on, 88, 87. We're going to 76. That's the target. Come on, 121 limit orders long at 80. Need to stay below structure signal. Stop is 02. Stop is 02. Stay below. Get down through here. Come down and test the low again. One more time. You got an iceberg up there at 92. So the sellers are really trying to get it done here. You have buyers backing away at 89, clearing away for a test down to 88, 87. Now they're stepping back at 89. There's the buyers stepping away at 89, now back in at 89, 90. So the buyers are trying to decide what they want to do right here. Are they going to allow it? You've got an iceberg sell at 91. That's good. We need those to hold at 91. Otherwise, it may come back and get me at 02 up there on the stop. We do need to get back through 89, 88. Our level is 76 down below. That's our target. 87. Long's coming back in a big way. Iceberg at 88. If we could fight through 88, that will be good. There's 50. There you go. Shoot through those iceberg orders at 88. Okay. You got 132 limit orders long at 70, at 77 and 80 at 80. So it might be tough to get through there. So I'm going to quick grab the stop here And if we come down there and bounce, I'm going to bring the stop to 92. If we quick come back there and stop, I'm going to bring it down to 92. There's 87, 86. 133, limit orders long at 80. New bar out here. Coming up here. There's 87, 86. 133 at 80. 132 at 77. So while our target is down there at 76, somewhere between 80 and 76, we'll look to take it out. New bar in 1 minute and 30 seconds here. So I am not getting long at 76. You've got a turning point, an OTG turning point at 53, FYI. And we're coming right into that. This is what we talked about way back at the beginning of the day, that turning point at 958 would last all the way to 53, and it's right here into the end of that area where the turning point is beginning to develop here, I believe. We'll see. We've got to get through 86, 85, 85, 84. Let's bring this down to 96 on the trailing stop here. You know what? Leave it back at 90, at 02 up there. Leave it back at 02 for now. I want to see how we develop coming into this next bar. 02 on the stop. See if we could close below the structure target here. That would be a very good sign if we do at 91.90. But I don't know if that's going to happen here. No, we didn't close. But again, I do think we're going to come down and test. We're going to get to 76. I think we're going to at least get to 80. Okay, 92, 91 again. Let's clear the book out and watch what's happening. The buyers are backing away at 91, clearing the way for a path to 90. No sellers, takers though. There's 90 again. A whopping 8 on the bid. So not a lot of energy there. Okay, what I'm anticipating is a move down into 1253, and it's at that point where the long should potentially take over here. So I'm looking for a push down into 1253. A potential push down into 1253 where the longs may take over at that point. And so you've got 4 minutes on either side of that window, so you got about 15 minutes. Until then, it's 15 to 20 minutes here. 125, limit orders long down there at 80. Let's get through 86, 85. You've got for all purposes here, you've got a triple bottom on the 1 minute and what looks to be a triple bottom developing here on the 5 minute as well. 65 ticks right now positive here on this trade. Looking to get down to 76. There's 85, 84. Let's go test the low. Let's get through 85. There's 85 again. Boom, all the way down to the 81 level. All right, let's bring this trailing stop here to 96 now. And let me get ready to close this out here if we can't get through. 129, limit orders long at 81, 80, 77. There's 81, 80, get through it. 79, bring this down to 91 on the trailing stop. We got down to 80. Did we hit 79? 76 is the target. There's 79, 78. You've got orders at 77. Let's bring this down to 86 now on the stop. There's 77. Pop 76 and out. Target achieved. All right, so you can see there that we did have a very nice ending to the trading day here at the Oil Trading Group. We were able to ride that For 76 ticks on 75 ticks on 4 contracts, it was a 300 tick trade, and we ended up the day in a very positive way, of course. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching what it is that we do here at the Oil Trading Group. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.